Hello, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters. Hey, Ane Kuno Koko, we see no by here, we're on the way through Yaturo. My brothers and sisters, see why I want to bring this news to our hearing, not simply because it is too important or too interesting, but I want us to note one thing, that in this contraption or this mistake of a country called Nigeria, if you watch very well, you will see that the most strategic positions where they give Igbos, now the place where they go speak against their own people, where they will force them to speak against their own people. Remember the issue of Onyama. I think Onyama is the man who is the Minister of Foreign Affairs, if I'm not mistaken. Please, if there's any mistake, correct me. During the time of all this their shenanigans about election or whatever. And I still remember that there was a time they suspended that man. The reason why, they want him to go to Washington DC, the same thing that Lai Mohammed went there to do, to castigate and spoil the name of Peter Obi, whom Nigeria just happened to, because he denied Biafrans. And they said Biafra existed 52 years ago simply because he was looking for the seat of power. Now they have left him behind. So I still remember that time they suspended the man because he refused to go there to speak nonsense, to speak lies against his own brother, Peter Obi. But later on, they know say the man, at least the position where they put him, he is doing well. They later reinstate him. But nobody asked questions that time. Even all the whole media houses, including Arise, nobody talk or try to find out the reasons why the man was being suspended. Okay, now, the agenda these people have now is just to make sure that they try everything humanly possible to bring down that state of Biafra. And that is the agenda they have now. Let me tell you people the simple truth. If you don't know it, just know it now. Go and mark it somewhere. Nigerians with their counterparts, US, UK, and other Western allies, including United Nations, they want to capture they want to capture Biafra. They want to colonize Biafra again. Nobody knows this. But something in me keep telling me this. Every now and then, each time I raise the issue of all our people that are being put on a very strategic positions, not simply because they love them, but simply because they want them to be telling lies against their own people. Look at the speaker, the PPRO in Anambra, Tochukwu Ikenga. He keeps saying nonsense about his own people. Look at Peter Funanya. Peter Funanya have been elevated, or promoted. They appoint him now as director of newly established Directorate of Public Relations and Strategic Communications. In other words, for him to continue his propaganda against his own people, so that these people will be having every right to penetrate the Southeasterners. Look at Nwachukwu, who is the spokesperson for the military. Have you ever seen him say anything against the terrorists, the bandits, the Boko Harams, and the Fulani herdsmen? No. The only time you will hear him speak is anything that concerns Biafra, IPOB, ESN, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and he will never say anything good about them. Even his own Southeasterners, if I'm abandoning them, speaking all manner of evil against his own people. We are in danger. Biafra territory is in danger. These people have ordered 12 attacking jets. They are not going anywhere. They are preparing to capture the Southeast. They want to hold the Southeast in their palms. When we speak, some people will say, why do you speak? Why can't you do actions? Someone come to my comment section and was telling me that it is high time I come back and join Simon Ekpa for this fight against, for this fight on a Biafran restoration and referendum. I have been hammering it here that if Simon Ekpa is serious, let him come back to Nigeria, then we all will join hands and do it. Then where are you telling me to come back from? Come back to where? When the main autopilot, now me will be manual pilot, now me go come back. We autopilot is still out there. We have autopilot who could not even attend the 78th UNGA, United Nations General Assembly, to present at least our matter before the general public, which I'm very, very sure that if Madam Nnamdi Kanu is out, he must surely find his way in there. Even if he cannot go inside, he must be around that territory to protest and let the world leaders who appear there to know that their voice need to be heard. But we have a prime minister. The only thing our prime minister knows is to accept anything to do a deed on social media and on his X platform. The other day, he was editing and circling that he get views of 1 million views on Twitter. Do you know how much that is? Do you people know how much 1 million views Simon Ekpa gets on Twitter? But see yet, he can never use that money to sponsor the Biafra. He will still call you people for fundraising. Some gullibles will come and tell you, you don't know what you are talking about. Listen, my dear, I have been in the social media for over 6 good years now. 1 million views Simon Ekpa get there, earn him almost, if not at least, if not till less than 100 and something to $200,000, depending on the area they view him most. He is in Finland. The IP of Finland and Nigeria is not the same. The pay is rise. That is an Europe. When you talk for people who don't know, we tell you, we are comfortable with it. We can contribute. Ekpa who look like dry fish the other day, look at Ekpa now. Living here, brushing here, even on a Tezi gel, Nishia. Every time I was in a live video with a glass of wine. Anyway, that is not why I'm here. And I'm not here to criticize him or whatever. Let him do his thing while I do my own. So let us continue. DSS appointed Peter Afunanya as director of newly established Directorate of Public Relations and Strategic Communications. It's one of the headlines we have here. As if this one is not enough, make on see how one Yoruba man, Yoruba girl, who have a baby for Chinese man. And at the end of the day, it seems like the Chinese man want to carry the baby waka, come and say, I beg you, you need to give me this baby, make I give you some millions of naira. The lady said, Nehi kaba, say, ole, 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 ote, I cannot do it. Why I refuse to sell my baby to my Chinese boyfriends for millions? Women laments. And the issue of colonization, U.S. is gradually coming into Nigeria. Now they have appointed 2 Nigerian Americans as Joe Biden's advisors on what? Hey, do you know what they appoint them for? On what do they call it? Diaspora engagement in the country, to capture the minds of our people so that they will be supporting him for his second term. So that he can be able to capture Nigeria at all ramifications. The Department of State Service, DSS, as part of the efforts in sustaining its engagement with citizens and the public at large, as well as deepening democratic governance, transparency, and accountability, has established a new Directorate of Public Relations and Strategic Communications. The agency has appointed Peter Afunanya, the erstwhile Public Relations Officer, to head the Directorate as the Supervising Director and also to be in charge of the Service Public Communications. The appointment took effect from the 26th of September 2023. The DSS has commended his Director General Alhaji Yusuf Magaji Bichi for the initiative to undertake the expansion and particularly appointing Afunanya to pilot the Directorate. Afunanya comes to his new role with over 20 years vast and rich experience in intelligence analysis, threat assessment, security administrations, VIP protection and detailing, investigation, counter-terrorism, open source intelligence, management, background checks and security vetting, surveillance, security and sector intelligence, governance, democratic accountability in law enforcement, educational research, peace advocacy, alternative dispute, resolution development, communication, interagency, cooperation and liaison, joint operation, teaching public and media relations, reputation management, strategic communication, protocol and diplomatic affairs, writing, public speaking, stakeholder engagement, among others. The only one person have all these qualifications. A PhD holder in security and strategic studies, which he passed in 2009 from the Nasarawa State University, Kefi. Afunanya also possesses a master's degree in peace and strategic studies, University of Ilorin, Kwara State, from where he graduated in 2011. Similarly, he obtained a Master's of Arts degree in English language from the University of Uyo in 2009. Earlier, Afunanya graduated from Abia State University, Uturu, in 1997 with a second-class upper division in English language. He was a recipient of President NYSC National Honors Award for Outstanding Performance 1998-1999 service year. Edo State NYSC Meritorious Honors Award of 1998 etc. Since his enlistment into the DSS in 1999, Afunanya has attended many courses in leadership, management, executive intelligence management, preventing and countering violent extremism, as well as tradecrafts at the service training institutions. Some of his foreign training programs include innovation and strategy at Harvard State University, USA, web investigation, City University, London Security Management and Coordination, ARC London, International Conflict, USA, Counterterrorism and Strategic Communication, Switzerland. He has held many positions at the service headquarters, commands and formations, the last being the Public Relations Officer. He was a member of the Board of National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, and subcommittee of the Presidential Transition Council. He currently serves as member of the Strategic Communication Interagency Policy and Coordinate Committee, AC, and IPCC in the Office of the National Security Advisor, ONS. He is a fellow of the Security Institute and member of the many professional bodies, including Social for Peace, Scholars and Practice, SPSP, Nigerian Institute of Chartered Arbitrators, Institute of Chartered Administration of Nigeria, Association of Communication Scholars and Professionals of Nigeria. All this is what the so-called Peter Afunanya, our own brother, have. But he cannot stand for his own brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the DSS. What an irony of life. These are the people whom we hope that can represent us at a federal level. But when they get there, my dear brothers, they will turn their back and call us Efulefus and Ndara simply because of their paymasters. If they talk, they will be demoted or even sent behind the bars. What an irony of life. This is how we get to hear. A Nigerian woman from Ogun State, Tope Samuel, had disclosed the reason she rejected the money offered to her to sell her baby to a Chinese expatriate turned boyfriend. Tope went viral for crying out on social media after the Chinese expatriate abandoned her after they welcomed their child together. Narrating her experience to the Punch, the Sagamu-based women shared how she met the Chinese in a company where she worked together, which led them to start dating. Sparks were set off. However, fate took an unexpected turn after she got pregnant and delivered a baby boy. According to her, the attitude of the Chinese expatriate, whose name she doesn't yet know, changed towards her after welcoming the new baby, who possessed stunning physical traits of his father. Tope added that the Chinese then offered her millions in exchange for the newborn child, but she fiercely declined his offer, adding that in her culture, babies were not sold to their fathers. Unfortunately, Chinese man went back to his home country after he was taken to court for refusing to take responsibility of the mother and her child. Tope disclosed that she was dismissed from the company and abandoned by the Chinese, for refusing to sell the baby to him. Such is life, my dear. Enjoy yourself. United States of America President Joe Biden has appointed 2 Nigerian Americans as advisors on African diaspora engagement in the country. The appointees, Osaje Emasoje and Chinenye Ogumike, are part of the 12 members of the President's Advisory Council on African Diaspora Engagement in the United States. 12. Only Tulumbu X or X to X is more than 100 and something. Reacting to the appointment, the chairman and CEO of Nigerian in Diaspora Commission, NEDICOM, Abike Dabiri Eriwa, congratulated the duo on their nomination as advisors to President Biden. In a statement on Wednesday by the Commission's spokesperson, Abdul Rahman Balogun, the NEDICOM boss said the nomination of the 2 great Nigerians into the Advisory Council is a welcome development. The NEDICOM boss said their recognition and appointment into the 12-member Advisory Council is a motivation for other Nigerians and Africans in general. The nomination of the 2 great Nigerians into the Advisory Council is a welcome development, the statement reads. Chinenye Ogumike is a 2-time WNBA All-Star for the Los Angeles Sparks and a full-time multi-platform ESPN commentator and NBA analyst. She is one of the only full-time professional athletes to also currently hold a full-time regular national sports media broadcast position. Ogumike was the 2014 WNBA Rookie of the Year and is a 2-time WNBA All-Star of 2014 to 2018. She is proudly Nigerian American and graduated from the Stanford University with an international relations degree under the membership of Dr. Condoleezza Rice. In August of 2020, she became the first black woman to host a national daily sports talk radio show. The 2021 Forbes 30 Under 30 honoree also holds the title of executive producer, producing an ESPN Films documentary 144 on the 2020 WNBA season. Osaje Emasoje, on the other hand, is the chairman of the investment bank and the SEC, registered broker dealer Quenen Capital and Quenen Advisors. In addition, Emasoje is a co-founder of PIPV Capital, a private equity firm that is focused on the life science vertical and has invested over $1 billion into that industry. Prior to co-founding PIPV Capital, he established GlaxoSmithKline Ventures and was its founding vice president of GlaxoSmithKline. Emasoje has held senior commercial and R&D positions within the pharmaceutical companies such as GSK, SmartClean, Beckham, and DuPont Mark. He has also been a Price Waterhouse corporate finance partner as well as a practicing attorney with leading U.S. law firm Shanda, Harrison, Segar, and Lewis. Emasoje is a serial entrepreneur and investor who serves on the board of a number of financial institutions such as FSKKR Capital Corporation and Harvard Ford Trust institutions that cumulatively manage over $28 billion. He is an advisor to Brown Advisory, a firm that manages an excess of $140 billion. Emasoje is the vice chair of the executive committee of the Philadelphia Museum of Art and member of the executive committee and the chair of the nominating and governors committee of the Philadelphia Orchestra and the Kimley Center, to name but a few. Imosaje holds LLM degrees from the London School of Economics and the University of Pennsylvania, Carey Law School, and is a member of the New York State Bar in addition to being admitted to practice in other jurisdictions. So, my wonderful people, and I don't hear the news, and this one I can't come go give one. Make on a verificate because I'm right back with another blockbuster. Don't forget, my name still remains Amanda Neze from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, bringing to you this midday news. Make on enjoy this one. I'll be right back with another blockbuster. Have a nice day. And may the good Lord bless you all, the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. As you share, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, it shall be well with you in the morning, evening, and in the afternoon. I am signing out. Bye for now. Kemesiano.